I think it will be an incredible accelerator of human creativity. You know, even 2-3 months ago, we can now do things that were just impossible back in January. Just using a simple text instruction called a prompt, we can create text, we can create images, and we can create video that we instantaneously. So it's an incredible tool, and I think personally it will have a similar effect to, say, special effects software had on the film industry, or GarageBand had on the music industry. It will allow us to do things that we just couldn't do previously. But also, it's going to democratize creativity. You know, these tools, they're very low cost of entry, they are ubiquitous, and they're fairly easy to use. So I think a bit like designers used Photoshop for the last 15 years, now they're going to have all of these different tools that they can use, and that will only improve human creativity, in my view.
Tech is democratizing everything, apparently, having just been at a tech event. We'll be talking about that a lot. But in terms of creativity, why do we not just end up in very narrow corridors of thinking? For instance, you know, online shopping these days, you just buy exactly the same basket of groceries you bought the previous week, and it's hard to think outside the square. Why does AI not do that in terms of the computer thinks in a certain way, presents a series of options, and takes us down a very narrow band of thinking? Why does that not happen with AI?
Well, I think it might, actually, and this is why I think it's really important to remember that AI is just a tool, and it still needs a human to to agree the inputs, the parameters, but also judge the output. Is the output creative and original? And the analogy I use a lot, we all have incredible smartphones in our pockets that can shoot movie-grade footage, but it doesn't make us all Steven Spielberg. You still need a creative person to use these tools.
Yeah, and have the editing ability to kind of do so as well. It feels as though then, you know, judging by that context, that if you're not using AI, you've kind of lost a competitive advantage. But what about kind of making that space, the creative space, an even playing field? That's what we speak about when you say democratizing it. I'm reckoning. Does that not actually create a sense of we're all going to have similar outputs then when it comes to this space? Because we'll have a similar output. You'll get into the auto sector, for example, and we all want to share a similar message, and then we all end up doing the exact same thing. Would that not be the fear?
Well, I think that is a possibility, and the onus is on advertising agencies to ensure that creativity and originality of thought stays at the fore. So I think the companies that don't recognise and appreciate and promote originality will suffer. So I think, again, AI, it's a tool. It's not the answer, though.
Yeah, we use the term AI very loosely, though. I mean, there's so many different parts to this, right? And how does one best pick the right element for whatever it is you're actually trying to, whether it be market, advertise, push forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good question. And you know, AI, we've been using AI for years. When you search on Google, it's using AI. When Netflix gives you the recommendation of what to watch next, that is AI. Predictive text on WhatsApp, that is AI. But what's new, and I think is causing the headlines, is generative AI. And this is when you can produce images and video in an instant based off a text prompt.